Preston is a very loud city.
It's very eclectic. It's very, very mixed.
Progressive, metal,
Rap.
Kind of folk, kind of grassroots type scene.
Mostly folky kind of talent.
drum and bass, dub, all that stuff.
I think Preston's more of a rocky kind of element. You see a lot more hardcore music around these parts.
Punk, hardcore, and then just the harsher, heavier music, stuff like that.
It's had high points, low points and stuff like that.
It's kind of dying at the moment.
A lot of the North's export is usually a very strong counterculture type thing. I think the North in general has this kind of industrial fed-upness approach to making music. Sort of a, you're doing it wrong, here's how I'm gonna do it.
Of course, we've lived most of our time on this planet without money. Money's like a recent invention. People do things because it's a good thing to do, not because they make money out of it. So it seems like most people, especially around here, do things because it's a good thing to do, not because they financially benefit. The idea of Beautiful Planet is to bring people and groups together who are concerned about the environment, to be an information centre for everything green, and to be a self-funding community centre.
Beautiful Planet is such an inspiration for us because in a town like Preston where it's dominated by huge corporations who are out to make profit, the people of Preston can become quite depressed and enslaved to that. So the Beautiful Planet appears as a community co-op where there's no boss, where everyone works together, and all of a sudden there's an opportunity for people to be doing their own things, to be engaging in their own communities and to be supporting each other.
The Ferret, formerly called the Mad Ferret, is this absolutely fantastic little pub slash bar type thing, burger joint mostly. But yeah, they're fantastic for putting on live acts. Really, really good, to be honest.
And because it is a smaller scene, it's more close knit. Everybody knows each other. You know, if you've got a gig that night and your bass amp goes, there's always somebody else who'll lend you one. In some cases, they'll not just lend you the bass amp, they'll lend you the bass player. All the bands know each other, they stick together, they help each other. Even if it's not your type of thing, you know, you might not like heavy metal, but if one of the metal bands needs help, you do a favour for them.
Usually you'll find most nights like a new unsigned talent playing there, and Ed Sheeran played there a few years ago, if I remember right, and I think it was just as his first album was blowing up. But it's really, I don't know, it's impressive to see the kind of acts that they put on and see them go on to, well, Ed Sheeran's headline in Wembley now, so that's pretty impressive. Yeah, we'll just, anytime you go to the Mad Ferret, you can probably expect, I don't know, at least one of the bands to make on to really successful things, I guess.
They're standing over me from behind. Is it life and death combined? Who's this voice that only I can hear? Made my shadow disappear.
I've seen him quite a few times. He's one hell of a performer. First time I saw him, he blew me away just because I didn't think, as Nick was just saying, yeah, he's a young lad with one hell of a voice, a really sort of dirty, bluesy, sleazy voice, which I love that kind of stuff. You know, he's he's great. He's just he's very, very cool. He's a very cool dude, and yeah, he's loved and very respected here at the Ferry.
How can I sleep? Stuck in the devil's mind.
I mean, we booked him here, and he. When he turned up, he was dead nervous. I was like, what's the matter? And he's like, it's the first time I've ever had an actual proper gig, not an open mic. And I couldn't believe that, because I've seen bands who've been playing for years who aren't as good as him. So I think he's really talented. If he keeps going the way he is, he's going to find an audience and be a big success.
And I can't stop crying. My soul is divided. I can't stop crying. My soul is divided. Being in the music industry is, I don't know, I'd be quite happy working a job and then doing it on the side. But I don't know, I just kind of feel like it's a bit impossible.
With the closing of 53, I think bigger acts are not going to come here anymore. You can't put them in Guildhall because it's too big, and 53 was the right size for a big act. And you can't put them in tiny places like the Adelphi and things, and the Ferret, places that I know that local bands play. So I'd say it's probably going to start dying out.
I mean, Blitz is shutting down. That was a good venue. 53 Degrees is going. People aren't as interested anymore. Small groups of people that are, it makes them more special.
Yeah, everyone's very close here in Preston. Everyone knows each other in the music scene somewhere or another, you know. Yeah, everyone really helps each other out, helps all the bands out and stuff like that, you know.
Because we're living in a small town, Preston is, because everyone's pretty much students, everyone do know each other, so words do get around a lot quicker. Yeah, Jake Vaughan's, he created the company of 1030 Productions, and it's a video recording company that records music videos for and he always does it for free as well. He's amazing. He's trying to get himself out there, and he's managed to help a lot of students around here get their own videos out, get recognised. The company's brilliant.
I would say UCLan has a lot to play when it comes to the Preston music scene. I mean, obviously, when you have a university, you have people from a bunch of different cultures coming into the same city to communicate and collaborate together. You don't go to University of Central Lancashire to soak up the Preston vibe. You go to any university to soak up any student vibe. So the student vibe is the biggest thing that thrives out of Preston during term time. Obviously, I've seen it during summer and it's just a ghost town. But the thing is, what you have to understand with the student vibe is that there's so many different cultures. Like, it's a big melting pot. You can see a bunch of different approaches to creating arts and creating music and things like
that. Came about it first, yeah. Like I said, like, when me and Tom went to kind of write some heavy stuff, and then I don't know, we kind of sorted ourselves out for about a week, and then it kind of went to shit. But recently, like the past 2 months, we got Rage Scream Siren music and just kind of like got us all in shape.
When I first ever heard them, I was sitting in my room and I could hear them play the song, and I genuinely thought it was real band out there, and I thought I've heard that before. For the whole week it was getting stuck in my head. All here's that stuck in my head. And you know when something's got a good band, if they've got that thing that goes in your ear with like absolute annoyance but comes out that you absolutely love it. So when I heard that and I realised it was obviously them playing, I was like, you need to get your shit together, like this, people are gonna love it.
I think it does have potential to be quite big, where we can go, oh, that band came from Preston, or, you know, oh, that venue's really good for playing, you know, this type of music, this type of music, this type of music, so all the bands will go there, you know, and stuff like that. I think it does have a lot of potential here.
I was walking through Preston back in my first year, and I saw a lyric graffitied on a wall, and it said, "This town has dragged you down," and I thought that was a really gloomy thing to spray on a wall. But I googled it when I got in, and it was "This town has dragged you down," and that's a lyric from William It Was Really Nothing by the Smiths. In this instance, he was applying a lyric to his city, but in the same way you can apply your city to your lyrics. I mean, you can see that with anywhere. I mean, Arctic Monkeys' first album's all about Sheffield. Pretty much every Smiths song is about Manchester and Oasis and Joy Division, etc. So you can see through this sort of, I don't know, art blossoming through an industrial town, which can be really quite beautiful when you think about it.
Being told we should make a chance down on the shore side.
I couldn't hit you from the inside. Then we showed each other how to dance. Some impossible affections.